Hey there, mathematicians. It's Justin again, and we are in a bit of a situation here. The pipe beneath the kitchen sink cracked and water leaked everywhere. Fortunately, I was able to shut off the main water valve, but we can't use the sink until the crack is fixed. That may be a bit of an overreaction, Mia. The water's off and we'll be okay, but we've got to get this cleaned up though, because Uncle Felix is stopping by soon to help us with our 6's. Remember Mia's younger cousin, Bree? Yeah, she helped us with our 3's, and Uncle Felix is her dad. And luckily, he also happens to be a plumber. Oh, that must be him. Uncle Felix, welcome. Oh, we are so glad you're here. We're ready to learn some strategies that can help us confidently multiply and divide by 6. And since you're here, could you also take a look at our broken pipe beneath the kitchen sink, please? Oh, thank you so much. All right, mathematicians, have your guided notes ready, and let's get to work. Uncle Felix left us with some warm-up problems while he works on fixing that broken pipe. Pause here to solve 2 times 10, 3 times 10, 4 times 10, 5 times 10, and 6 times 10 in your guided notes. Oh, you fixed it. Thank you so much, Uncle Felix. We really appreciate your help. So, I noticed that there was only one warm-up problem with a 6 in it, and the title for this section is Related Fact Families. We actually just got back from hiking with Forrest, where we learned that 2's and 4's are related fact families. Uncle Felix, do 6's have related fact families too? They do. I knew it. Huh. I wonder which fact family could help us with our 6's. So far, we've learned strategies to help us master our 2's, 3's, 4's, 5's, and 10's. With Forrest, we learned that knowing our 2's can be helpful when trying to multiply and divide by 4. For example, we can multiply by 2 and then double our product to help us multiply by 4. Or divide by 2 and then split our quotient in half to help us divide by 4. Do you think there's a related fact family that could help us in a similar way with our 6's? Since 2 is half of 4, half of 6 must also be a related fact. And half of 6 is 3. Let's test this out. Try solving 3 times 7 and 30 divided by 3 in your guided notes. Then think about how you can adjust these answers to help you solve 6 times 7 and 30 divided by 6. We know 3 times 7 equals 21. And since 6 is twice as much as 3, or double, we can double that product to figure out 6 times 7. It equals 42. And 30 divided by 3 equals 10. For 30 divided by 6, remember, we're dividing that amount in half again, which means 30 divided by 6 equals 5. Related facts, fact families, multiplication tables, all of these are tools we can use to help us master our math facts. Oh, speaking of which, Uncle Felix and Mia have something they want to share. A 100 chart! Oh, this makes me think of Bree's cross-stitching project where she was counting by multiples of 3. Whoa, Uncle Felix, you are quite the fixer-upper. Thanks for highlighting all the multiples of 6. And a list with the multiples of 6. Thank you, Mia. You've each presented the same information, but in 2 very different ways. Okay, mathematicians, it's our turn to do some detective work and notice any patterns. Let's investigate. On the 100 chart and the list of multiples, do you notice any patterns forming? Focus on how the digits change from one multiple to the next. maybe there's a sequence. Pause here and record at least one observation or pattern in your guided notes. Did you notice how the digit in the ones place follows a pattern? It goes 6, 2, 8, 4, 0, and repeats. And this pattern isn't just a cool observation, it's a practical tool to help us know if an answer is reasonable or makes sense. For example, here we have 6 times 4 equals 24, 6 times 7 equals 47, and 6 times 12 equals 72. Using the pattern we just observed, which math fact has the incorrect answer? Our pattern tells us that multiples of 6 should end in 6, 2, 8, 4, or 0, not 7. 6 times 7 is actually 42. Noticing these patterns and discovering how these numbers are connected can help build our number sense and our confidence in math. So, what have we learned today, besides the fact that Felix is fabulous at fixing faulty pipes and finding patterns? Well, now you know that 3's and 6's are related fact families. Multiplying by 6 is the same as multiplying by 3 and doubling the product, while dividing by 6 is the same as dividing by 3 and splitting the quotient in half. You also know that the digits in the ones place of multiples of 6 follow a predictable pattern and will always end in 6, 2, 8, 4, and 0. This pattern can help us identify the correct answer and check our work. Be sure to complete the practice questions and extension activities that go with this lesson to practice multiplying and dividing by 6. Oh, good to know, Uncle Felix. Thank you. Mathematicians, the next lesson is another practice opportunity. That means there won't be a video, but there will still be practice questions and extension activities, and they'll focus on reviewing our 3's, 4's, and 6's. We're also going to focus on some other math concepts in the next couple of units. But then, Evan will be joining us in Unit 6 to help us with our 7's. Oh, I agree, Mia. I can't wait. Remember, mathematicians, in math, as in life, practice makes progress. I'll see you next time.